What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with, well, something that I recorded about this time last week, never released, and now I'm going to bring you an even better version of it. We are, of course, talking about the damage test on Ryu. While this does kind of look like a little bit of a hodgepodge team, believe me when I say this team is actually going to... Well, they're going to not be the best team for this event, but what this team is going to do is bolster Ryu to her absolute maximum. No, that's not even true either. I'm going to be real. I'm lacking two of the assists I really need to make this team shine. I don't have the Halloween Fells, and I don't have the the Demeter that's cosplaying Jotaro. I just don't have those units. Not for lack of trying, but to be fair, it's only as of recent that I've really started whaling the game, so a lot of those older units I just don't have. So it is truly unfortunate. Now I am using the 3-star Freya here. 3-star Freya is a 30% magic assist unit, and because I don't really have a good dark assist, at least that increases dark damage, we're going to have to rely on our dark down. I say dark down, but the dark resistance down on Sword Maiden and some of our other units that are going to increase just general magic and damage across the board. So if I'm honest here, in this run there is a little bit of damage kind of left on the table. If I had better assists, or some of my other assists were MLB, we would definitely be doing a little bit better. But I think you guys are still going to be very happy with what you kind of witness here. I was very, very happy when I saw the numbers, and then when I saw the numbers on an even better run, I thought that was quite impressive. And we'll talk about this here. All right? So when you see the final numbers, remember, that's with a little something something still left on the table, because it's just units that I simply don't have. All right? So what we're going to do is we're basically going to run up the clock. I'm going to do all my major buffs, all my major debuffs. We're going to replicate everything, and we're going to run this up until we get a triple SA. All right? That's why we're using some units that probably don't look so good on paper, but they're absolutely going to perform, and they're absolutely going to do what they need to do once we finally get up there and get down to it. Okay? We're getting stunned a lot more than normal. Alright, let's make sure. So turn 4, everything should be in place. Yep, everything is in place. So while I would prefer to have the 65% down on magic, I don't have the assists to make that happen. So there's another 25 or so percent that you can actually decrease magic by, maybe even more if I'm honest. Dark is down 115, and that could actually go even further down. So all in all, do bear in mind that as good as the numbers that you're going to see here in a moment, you could go further with it. Alright, so everything is down there. I'm going to increase my healing a little bit, just because I know that Kurumi is going to take a lot of damage here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright. So, one thing to take note of, that was a 180 across the board. 180 to everybody. I think close to everybody. The guard rate on the big goblin is down a bit, so he's the main one we're going to be targeting, and he's the main one we're going to be paying most attention to. But, you know, just add everything up. Add everything up, and the numbers are going to look really, really nice. But bear in mind, we haven't even gotten our best buff in yet. So everything's good to go there. Let's just go ahead and spam it. Now, normally, another thing to bear in mind, this isn't going to be the best looking run. It's not going to be the best performing run. It's not going to be the best scoring run, because we're not going to beat this very quickly. I took Line off the team. Line is a great asset to this team, but the problem is she is kind of a trade-off. You get faster SAs, but I'm not able to do as many buffs and debuffs to help this team out. As such, you can also notice that we're not getting as many criticals, because she buffs criticals. You know, we're just simply, we're doing, but we're not excelling. Alright. Ooh, 250,000 there. Nice. Very nice. So, all in all, thus far, pretty happy with her performance. I'm not going to say I'm blown away, but, you know, it is what it is. And we're really looking forward to that triple SA. That's what we really want more than anything else. We want a triple SA. Okay. Now, we're not getting crits. And that is concerning me a little bit, because I really want a crit on this to show you what that would do, but that's all RNG, so hopefully the RNG is on our side when we get back down here to it. All right, triple SA time, guys. Triple SA. All right, so a little blip there on the HDMI. All right. Now, I am going to preface this by saying, yes, I am giving Oka the SA. It really doesn't matter. I could give it to Kurumi. But I think Oka's actually going to finish him up here, so whatever. Actually, if I'm honest, Kurumi probably will. But Oka, if we even get to Oka's numbers are not a good representation of Oka's damage. And the reason I say that is because this team is literally built to support Ryu in the best possible way that I can. Now, I will again specify very, very specifically, there is a lot left on the table before you see these numbers. They're not going to be bad numbers, but there is a ton left on the table. Let's go ahead and do this, and let's talk about it, okay? So Haruhime is going to do her big buff. Of course, that's going to give us 100% magic to Ryu. That's going to be nice. And then Ryu, of course, gets her big buff on her SA, so that's going to buff us even more. Now, pay attention to the big goblin. He's the number that is probably going to be the best out of all of them, because his guard rate's down, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, 1.6 mil for him. Now, I've seen better than that, but I also want to specify there was no critical there. Okay, we didn't get a crit. And I don't even have... Well, actually, Oka got 1.62. That's abnormal for him. But either way, and he's not even, like, supported to the best of his abilities. There is a lot left on the table when it comes to her. I have seen her hit for north of 2 million points as an AoE. Like, everybody... And I apologize for those blips there. I got to put the phone back in the shop for a third time. I love my phone, but oh my god. So, I have seen, and I'll actually see if I can splice it in here, a run where, a good friend of the channel actually went through, did it with his assists, and I don't believe his were even MLB'd, so I think even he had a little bit left on the table, and he managed to pull 2 million points on everybody. Everybody. I think they were criticals, if I'm honest. I don't remember. I'd have to, once again, splice it in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But just a ridiculous amount of damage. Just disgusting. Yeah, Ryu, I have an all-new respect for old girl. I was definitely using her wrong before. And now that I see how much damage she produces, I really have faith that she's way better than I anticipated, and she's going to be a really good unit going forward in this game if you can really support her properly. Properly. So 1.69 is almost 1.7, and that was our max damage that you can see right here. Final score is not the greatest, but that's honestly because, if we're doing it with Goblin Slayer, that max damage is going to produce a much higher and better number. So, with Goblin Slayer at his max, that probably is like a 24 mil run. But, man, phone, come on, please. Just behave. So, either way, I'm very proud of that. Now, that said, I am missing a couple of assists. So, I'd really love to find those assists. They're just not dropping for me. But if I could find them and come back and redo this, I absolutely will. But I hope you're able to find this as impressive as I found this, because I was kind of like, after I first started testing with it, I was like, Then we get into this event. Now, one thing that is worth noting, I do know that this event is kind of favors them. We have the Familia buff. Our Familia buff is level 25 for dark units. We've got a lot of stuff here that is just basically designed to favor her. But if you're going into like a Wrecker Buster type situation, even though I know she's not the best shooter for Wrecker Buster, you can kind of start to see where she's going to really shine. So if you can do tons and tons of debuffs, keep them all in play. If we have any like major bosses later in the game that are weak to darkness or can be weakened to darkness, she is going to really hold her own. So I'm very happy with this. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section down below, because I'd be very interested to see what you guys' comments on this are. Make sure you hit that old thumbs up button as well. And if you are not subscribed already, consider subscribing, especially my EU folks. I'm going to continue saying this, but I've got a big update coming out for you guys as soon as Familia Royale is over. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be huge. Well, big. But it's going to be fun. It's something I think you guys are going to like a lot. So, something big to support my EU folks, because I know you guys are out there and you guys probably, the game's fairly new to you guys, and you're probably not getting the maximum support possible. So, your old boy is here to help you guys out as much as I can. That's the video, guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and once again, let me know what y'all thought, because I'm impressed, personally.